Hello Capricorn! Welcome into your next full-length reading here at the Third Flame Tarot. My name is Amber. Thanks so much for being here with me. I am so happy to have you. Capricorn, if you're new to my channel, I always do a quick astrology overview before I pull the cards. I am a strong believer that the world around us carries energy. Everything carries energy, and that is definitely true when it comes to the stars and the planets. Now, Capricorn, there's something really important going on in your sign right now that we will never see happen for our entire lifetimes, and it will not happen again for another 250 years. And that will be Pluto. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Pluto in Capricorn and what's going on right now, I would recommend checking out my video titled The Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn. So let's do just a brief recap. Back in November of 2008, the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and evolution entered Capricorn and has been sitting there for the last 20 years. On March 12th, 2024, Pluto moved out of Capricorn into Aquarius, but went retrograde and re-entered Capricorn on September 1st. Now, like I said, Pluto's the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and evolution, and Capricorn sits in the 10th house, which is all about work, hard work, discipline, career, and how you're seen in the world. Capricorn also stands for discipline, determination, institutions, authority, and among other things, karma as well, ruled by the planet Saturn, which is all about karma. So if you put this together, the Pluto retrograde or Pluto with Capricorn, that's transformation, death, and rebirth around institutions and authority. That's what stands out the most for me. Now, I live here in the USA, and if you're unaware, this year is election year here in the USA, and we only elect a president every 4 years. So this is really big. It feels very big, and something like a Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, this could mean that shadows are going to be coming to light around authority, and we might be becoming more aware of where authority has been misused in our collective. Now, not only that, but Pluto is sitting at the 29th degree in Capricorn, and that's where it'll stay until it moves back into Aquarius on November, let's see here, November 19th. November 19th, Pluto will move back into Aquarius and go direct on October 11th in Capricorn. But, you know, this Pluto retrograde, it feels like anarchy. It feels like there's going to be a lot of political upheaval. And with it being in the 29th degree in Capricorn, this is the degree of chaos. Chaos, fate, extremes. Which makes me feel like we might have a lot of political upheaval, at least here in the USA. And I know all over the world there is a lot of upheaval and chaos going on right now. It's really quite sad, but change is coming, and I can feel it. I feel like this is going to affect us not only in the microcosm or in our own countries, but in the whole world. There is a big feeling around transformation. Now, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, that's a whole nother story. And if, like I said, if you want to learn more about Pluto entering Aquarius and that whole scenario going on, go check out my other video. But Aquarius is also about new ideas, new concepts, and entertaining. It's more about change. So change is coming, Capricorn. But I feel like for the last 20 years, you've really experienced a lot in your life, a lot of death and rebirth in your life, a lot of changes, especially in the year 2024, Capricorn, because you've had 2 new moons and 2 full moons in your sign this year, which only happens every 10 years, where a single sign will get that many moons. So new moons are about new beginnings, and full moons are about endings. So there's been a lot of change going on in your life, Capricorn, and that is definitely evident in astrology, and astrologically speaking. Now, that's not all we've got going on in Capricorn right now. We also have the asteroid of Ceres in Capricorn. Ceres is sitting at the 9th degree as we speak. I'm recording this on September 20th. And Ceres is an asteroid that's ruled by Cancer, Virgo, and Taurus. So there's 2 earth signs. So Ceres feels pretty good and comfortable within Capricorn. But Ceres is a beautiful asteroid that represents the nurturer. It's about love, unconditional love, nurturing, fertility, sustenance, nature, love, support, and caretaking. So I feel like even though Spirit is giving us this big, drastic hit to the collective with the Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, but Spirit is also giving us some loving and nurturing energy and giving us a sense of hope as we go through some potentially very difficult times. But anyway, moving on from astrology, Capricorn, I'd like to talk about my meditation today. Now, it wasn't much of a meditation because I actually did fall asleep. But I remember a little bit before I fell asleep, and it was really quite interesting. So the first thing I hear when I drop into meditation, I don't see anything, but what I heard was paradoxical. And a paradox is like 2 opposing things, right, that mean the same thing. So the definition of paradoxical is seemingly absurd or self-contradictory. It's impossible or difficult to understand, containing 2 opposing facts or characteristics. And I think the online dictionary I was reading was saying something like a paradox. An example of a paradox would be drinking hot tea to cool down. Like if you drink hot water on a hot day, it'll actually make you feel more cool. So it's 2 opposing facts or characteristics. Now, I feel like this could definitely apply to your life, Capricorn. You might be going through a situation where you're feeling very paradoxical. Like the song that comes to my head is Should I Stay or Should I Go? Should I stay or should I go now? It's like you want to go, but you also don't want to go. It's like 2 opposing realities, 2 opposing facts, and there are pros and cons to either side. And then the next thing I see before I actually fell asleep in meditation, and I fell asleep here at my table too. This is where I will meditate. And I woke up like this with drool coming down out my mouth, which has not happened. I have never fallen asleep meditating at my table, so I must be really tired. We did just have a full moon yesterday, so. But the second thing I saw within my meditation before I fell asleep was very interesting. I was inside the Sistine Chapel in Rome, and the Sistine Chapel, if you're unaware, was painted. The ceiling was painted with the famous Michelangelo paintings of the creation. The biblical version of creation was painted on the ceiling by Michelangelo. But I remember specifically one section of the ceiling, and that was the classic creation of Adam painting, where God is depicted as this gray-haired, bearded man with his arm reached out, touching the finger of Adam, and that's like the spark of creation, right? But in my vision, I didn't see the fingers touching like this. I actually saw the hands wrapped together like this. So this kind of gesture here makes me feel like you're being pulled out. Like this is the kind of hand gesture you do when you're trying to pull somebody up, like help them up, right? So in my mind, the first thing I thought of was God is offering a helping hand here. God is trying to pull us out of a difficult situation. And that's exactly what I feel is going on, not only for the collective, but potentially for you, Capricorn. let's get into your reading. So, not only do we have so much going on astrologically for you with the whole Pluto retrograde situation, but my meditation felt very clear that, and the fact that I fell asleep, felt that there was a repose coming in your near future. It feels like an opportunity for rest is coming. I feel like you've been going through a lot of really challenging things in your experience, Capricorn, but these things are there to make you stronger. And with my vision of the Sistine Chapel and the creation of Adam painting with God wrapping his arm around Adam's arm to lift him up out of a difficult situation, I feel like there's a repose coming for you, Capricorn. Like rest is coming. You're going to get a chance to rest from all of the things that you've learned in the last 20 years of your life. The last 20 years of your life, may have been really challenging. And if you're not 20 years old, since the time you were born to this point, might have been really challenging. Now, in your last reading, I did for the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, we got in that reading the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. It definitely told a story for me that there was a situation where you felt true love, what you thought was true love. Now, this could be in a romantic relationship, or it could be from a parent or somebody really close to you. Something that felt like true love disappointed you. And this has put you in a state of, this may have put you in a state of anger, where now you become overly controlling. You may become overly controlling of your experience and your environment as a defense mechanism. We also got in that reading, the ankle out of the healing bones, which was about a sudden change, a turn of events. Something drastic and sudden happened, and this changed the direction of your life. We also got the digestive card and the liver card, which is about elimination and detoxification. It's also about digestion. So you're still digesting this situation. It's still in your energy and you're still processing it. And I feel like with my meditation of God lifting Adam up, I feel like a repose is coming. Like you're gonna catch a break here pretty soon, Capricorn. That's what it's feeling like to me. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the Capricorn Collective, please? We're here to get an energy reading for the Capricorn Collective. What do you have to tell them? What do you have to tell the Capricorns? Let's get one more shuffle. Okay, 3 base cards for Capricorn, please. The 7 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. And the Empress. Yeah, Capricorn, this is exactly what I was feeling. Like something is coming to a culmination here. Something is finally going to fruit. Something is finally going to ripen with the first card out, which is the 7 of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is satisfaction of a job well done. It is the culmination. It's a harvest energy. It's the feeling of a farmer tilling the soil, working the soil, planting the seeds, watering the plants, and over time they grew and finally ripened, and there is a harvest. This feels like, it's also the Pentacles, which is earth energy, and you are earth, an earth sign, Capricorn. So this is exactly what I was feeling. A repose is coming. There's going to be a time of rest after a harvest. This could be an emotional harvest. Like a final understanding of what happened in your life is going to let you sit back and take a break for a while. This hasn't been easy though. This really hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of pain, and I can see that here with the Queen of Cups coming up next. The Queen of Cups, which is interesting because in your last reading, remember, I got the King of Cups. So this is the counterpart to the King of Cups, which makes me feel like this is relating to a romantic relationship. But the Queen of Cups is the queen of emotion. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. The Queen of Cups is just a very deeply emotional queen. She's the queen of water, the queen of emotion. And you can see in this card that she seems to be in a bit of pain. She's holding her heart, and black goo seems to be dripping out of her. But this black goo is falling to the ground and creating these new creatures down here, these new characters down here, which is like, it's a feeling to me of your pain is creating new life. It's creating a new scenario. It's taught you so many things about yourself and how you feel that it's creating new life. The Queen of Cups is a deep, deep love, deep, very deep emotion. It is the most deep emotion you can pull out of the tarot, the card that represents the deepest emotion that you can pull out of the tarot. It's the most love you can pull from the deck, the Queen of Cups. It's a very selfless and healing love. I feel like you've given a lot of energy and emotion to something in your life. A lot of energy and emotion. But what you don't see is even if something didn't work out the way you had hoped it would work out, this is still creating a new beginning, a fresh beginning, and is teaching you things about yourself and maturing you in a way that you wouldn't have experienced if you didn't go through what you went through. The Seven of Pentacles is a culmination. It's an ending, a harvest. You're harvesting your emotions. These emotions are finally coming to the surface, and you're beginning to understand them. You're beginning to understand how your challenges have made you a stronger person, a better person. Because the next card we have is the Empress. Taurus energy. The Empress is all four queens in one. She has the emotional maturity of the Queen of Cups. She has the creative and passionate energy of the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands. She's got the logical know-how of the Queen of Swords. And she has the nurturing and healing energy of the Queen of Pentacles. She is all four queens at once, and she is about creativity, new beginnings, new life. New life. You can see on this card, I love this card, the skulls here represent death, but the Empress comes in and creates new life out of this death. New plants are growing out of the skulls. This is a beautiful new beginning, a beautiful resparking of your creative self, which you may have not been in touch with for a while, for a long while. But just like on the Queen of Cups here, you know, like I said, the energy is dripping out of her like a black goo, and it seems like she's in pain. But down here, it's creating new life. This pain coming out of the Queen of Cups is creating new life. And then we get the Empress, which is all about fertility and new life. A harvest is coming, Capricorn, and a repose from your pain is in the cards here, Capricorn. Refresh. You know, when I look at the skulls here, I also think of Pluto. Like I said, Pluto's the planet of death and rebirth. It's a rebirth, a sense of rebirth as Pluto exits your sign. New life. And then Sirius in the background is all about fertility. Fertility and nurturing love, unconditional love, which the universe and God has for you, Capricorn. I know it's hard to think that way when you're in the midst of trials and tribulations and challenges. It's hard to think that God actually has your best interests at heart, but God always does. All of those challenges are lessons for you, and they're meant to make you stronger. They're meant to make you grow. And I feel like with Sirius in the background, offering a sense of repose and comfort, fertility, and nurturing unconditional love, you have this going on in your sign, Capricorn. You have this going on in your sign. Just hang in there. I know it's been a hell of a ride, I'm sure. I can feel it. I mean, I started my channel back in May, Capricorn, and this has been popping up in your readings ever since. Like deep emotional pain, hurt, especially from, you know, somebody or something that you really put a lot of love into, a lot of energy into. But this is coming to a culmination, and I feel like you are about to cut the strings. You're about to be born anew. And just have faith, Capricorn. You're going to have faith. You're going to have faith and, you know, tap into a bit of optimism. A bit of optimism and faith and trust in the universe that this lesson that was given to you to make you stronger. It was given to you to make you grow. All right, let's get some more for Capricorn. Let's spin the deck. One more shuffle. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell us about these cards for the Capricorn Collective, please? What else do you have to tell them? What about the Queen of Cups? Why is the Queen of Cups here, please? Can you tell us more about these cards? The Five of Wands. Yeah, exactly. The Five of Wands is about struggle, competition, strife, jealousy, anger. It's a battle. A battle with your emotions. You've battled your emotions. You've battled with your emotions. It's been really, really difficult. It's been really hard, very emotionally draining. Okay, what else? What else? The Fool. A new beginning, though. You're getting a new beginning around these emotions. You're getting a new perspective and a new beginning. This Fool feels right in line with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you harvest the plant and you get to start anew. You enjoy your harvest, your emotional harvest, and then you get to start fresh and anew. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, this is a heavy burden. You've carried a burden for a really long time with the Ten of Wands here. You've carried this burden for a long time, and you might have been dealing with this situation. This situation that you are in may have been going on for the last decade, at least, of your life. You might have invested a lot of energy. If this is a relationship, it was a long-term relationship. It was a relationship that you were in for at least a couple of years is what I'm getting. Possibly even 10 with the Ten of Wands here. This might have been a long-term relationship. But now you're beginning to sever ties and have this new beginning. A new beginning. A birth is happening out of the death. And it's going to be so good, Capricorn. Just stick in there. What else? What else about the Queen of Cups? The Devil in reverse. The Devil, that is, oof, I got chills. The Devil is your card, Capricorn. In the tarot, the Devil is your card. And we've got it here in reverse. That is overcoming strife, overcoming challenges, letting go of negative thought patterns and behaviors, freeing yourself from captivity. In the upright, the Devil, I have to cover up parts of this card, but in the upright, the Devil has the Lovers down here at his feet. The Lovers right here, and they are chained to the Devil. That is captivity. That is negative thoughts, negative thought patterns, behaviors, and tendencies, addictions. Yeah, and you are overcoming this addiction with the Devil in reverse. You might have been addicted to this love, or what you thought was love. You know, I got this in your last reading, Capricorn. It felt like in the beginning, and maybe for a while, it felt like true love. But unfortunately, it wasn't true love. We got the Knight of Cups in that reading, which is a flighty and mature love. I feel like the person, we also got the King of Cups. I feel like that person flip-flopped. They were in and they were out. They were hot and they were cold. And this might have caused you a lot of emotional pain. And you might have been addicted, like intermittent, what do they call that? Intermittent gratification. That's something narcissists do. So if you may have been dealing with a narcissist or somebody on the narcissistic spectrum, so they do what's called intermittent reinforcement or intermittent gratification, where they'll give you pockets of deep love and joy, happiness. They'll shower you with gifts and take you on adventures and give you all of this love. But all of a sudden that will change. It'll flip, and something really minute can cause them to totally flip the script and become passive aggressive and hard on you, and they will withhold love, emotions, sex. That's what they do. So if that resonates with you, it's very possible that you could have been in a narcissistic, codependent relationship. With the Devil here in reverse, you are finally breaking free from this, changing the way you think about it, changing your behaviors towards it. And this feels amazing for you, Capricorn. This is big. This is big. It feels new. It feels big. You know, even if you're not, if this wasn't a romantic relationship, like I said, this could be a relationship with a parent, a family member, maybe a friend. Really, if this resonates and it fits somewhere in your life, take it as it resonates. Spirit is trying to tell you that this is something that's been going on for a very long time. It's been a burden that you've carried for potentially many, many years, but you're finally starting to work through this and come out of it, releasing the grips and the hold that the devil has had on you for a long time. But this whole thing that you went through, Capricorn, was there and happened for your own expansion. That's what Pluto does. Pluto comes in and it's very uncomfortable. It can be very painful, the transformation and evolution. It's typically not a fun experience, but it'll make you grow in a way that you would not have grown otherwise if you look at it in the right way. It's really all about your perspective on the matter and how you choose to look back and perceive the whole experience. And that's something that you might be challenged with, Capricorn, is finding the right perspective and looking back on what happened with gratitude would really be a pretty high perspective to take on it, but let's say appreciation for the lesson, you know? Yeah. I want to get some clarification, a little bit more clarification on the devil. Spirit, what else can you tell us about the devil in reverse here for the Capricorn collective? Wow. Look at this card. Whew, I just got chills. So there's an extra suit in this deck. If you're new to my channel, this is the Tarot Volatile deck. It has 128 cards instead of the traditional 78. In this deck, there is an entirely different arcana, entirely different suit in this deck, and it is the suit of spirit or ether. This is the 10 of ether, which is a culmination, an ending. And if you look at it, it looks a lot like a devil. Perhaps one of the devil's minions or something. It's a kind of terrifying depiction. But I can tell you that we've got the 10 of wands here, and we've got the 10 of vessels here, and the 10s are the end. They're the end, dead end. There is nothing else after that except for a new beginning. I would love to read you this card out of the book. Yeah, look at this card, the 10 of vessels. If you look too, it looks like, well, there's like a bat wing here and then a two-headed beast. One has antlers and the other one looks like goat horns, which is Capricorn, of course. Your symbol is the goat. Okay, let's get the book. So this deck, Capricorn, is intense, very intense. If you're new to my channel, this is the book for this deck. It's gonna take me an entire lifetime to learn. So let's see what the 10 of vessels, there it is, right there. Oh, is this a different version of the 10 of vessels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's the 9 of vessels. It doesn't look like... Here we go. Okay, so it is the 9 of vessels, not the 10 of vessels. The 9 of vessels. The main figure in this card is a 3-headed creature. Oh, there's another head. I didn't even notice that. There's another head right here. The main figure in this card is a three-headed creature that resembles a chimera. In Western tradition, the chimera is usually described as a symbol of nightmarish nature. For the Chinese, however, the chimera, aka Kuai Lin, appears as a benevolent symbol of serenity and prosperity. This mysterious hybrid marks an important point of self-understanding, despite its strange appearance. Yeah, remember I asked Spirit about the devil in the reverse, which is releasing yourself from negative thought patterns, behaviors, and addictions. And here it says, the mysterious hybrid marks an important point of self-understanding, despite its strange appearance. Yeah, this has been really challenging and difficult for you, but it's brought you to a point of understanding, a point of self-understanding. At first sight, the group of heads do not look in total conformity yet. This original rivalry of our opposite sides is quite common during our lives and requires a constant effort by weighing and balancing each part of it. In this image, these antagonistic parts of struggling hard with each one of them pulling the body to a different side. We can see that one of the heads is completely white, while the other is black, marking the contrast between them. The white rooster or eagle represents the sun, and the light as the masculine, active principle. The black dragon, on the other hand, stands for the darkness and the moon as aspects of the feminine, receptive principle. To bring these two wayward heads closer, a red-tinted lion enters the stage. Now, in alchemy, red is rubedo. It is the final stage in alchemy. It represents enlightenment. So there's the white and the black, the contrast, the duality of nature, and in the center is enlightenment from it. The alchemical, okay, yes, it's going to start talking about that. To bring these two wayward heads closer, a red-tinted lion enters the stage. This creature, by having the color of the last phase of the alchemical work, represents the secret fire from our souls, the inspirational energy. This third head assumes the firmness of an essential mediator. It appeals to a peaceful ground between the parts, like a team leader. It encourages the other two heads to work together in the same direction by creating a dynamic development. Akin to the yin-yang, one cannot live without the other, and both have influence on the opposite side. No work can be accomplished unless both are united. The red head appears to dominate the group, implying an efficient progression that started on the fighting of the birds. They are already merged in a single body, but the work towards the ultimate equilibrium is a continuous effort. Much like a dragon, the chemical group developed mammal limbs to walk on Earth, as well as wings to fly in the skies. These aspects indicate that a sense of balance is being created and that the working process is going in the right direction. Unlike the previous card, there are no boundaries here, and the atmosphere seems to be more pleasant than before. The trees, the river, and the rocks seem to be harmoniously integrated, suggesting that the environment is favorable for our personal growth. Exactly, Capricorn. The environment is favorable for your personal growth at this time. And it's going to be really important for you to introspect and take a different look at what happened. When things get really challenging and difficult in our lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of depression, fall into the trap of anger or resentment. But Spirit is saying here, with the devil in reverse and the 9 of vessels, that there's black and there's white in our lives. There's contrast, there's good and there's bad. It's always going to be that way in these human experiences. We're always going to be faced with white and black. But Spirit is saying here, you have a third option. And that is rubedo. That is personal growth. Personal growth and enlightenment. And it's all up to you. All up to you. And the only way to get to enlightenment is through meditation and perspective. They say, if you change the way you think, the things that you think about will change. And that's exactly what's going on here for you, Capricorn. You're changing the way you think about things, which is going to change the way your world looks around you. This looks amazing, Capricorn. This is like an explosion. This is an explosion of transformation and evolution in your experience. And I am so excited for you. All right, let's get some out of the Moonology cards. Let's get some cards out of the Moonology deck. Capricorn, I can't believe this. This is so amazing. We've got the Fool here. This is a new beginning. This is a fresh start. It's an opportunity for a fresh start. Fertility, new beginnings. It's here for you in your energy, Capricorn. It's here for you. God is here to wrap his arm or her arm, its arm, around you, to pull you out of the dark space that you've been in. God is here. God is here. Spirit, what else do we have for the Capricorn Collective? Any other words of advice or wisdom for the Capricorn Collective that this story belongs to? Let's get one more shuffle. What else do we have for Capricorn Spirit? All right. Void moon, do nothing. Moon mastery, the law of attraction. And moonstone, slow it down. What was I talking about? I said you're about to have a repose. There's about to be a pause in your experience, a pause for you to stop and self-reflect, to relax, Capricorn. And if this opportunity arises for you, you should take it. Absolutely. And Spirit is reiterating that. The first card out is do nothing. Spirit wants you to quiet down and really work through the last little knots in your experience, the last little tangles that you have to unravel before you start off on this new journey, this new chapter in your life. Spirit is saying it's time to slow down and do nothing. go into meditation, practice yoga, be quiet. You know, this is gonna, when you change your perspective and you change your energy about this whole situation, it's gonna put you in a higher vibration to attract what it is you actually want into your experience. With the law of attraction card being here. You know, they say with the law of attraction, in order for it to really work, you have to already be in a state of having what you want. So finding total acceptance, gratitude, and appreciation for wherever you are in your experience. For whatever you have and wherever you are in your experience. Feeling that feeling of completeness and wholeness within you. Let's read these out of the booklet. Void Moon, do nothing. This is really interesting because in this booklet, the Void Moon comes right before the Yin and the Yang Moon, which we just talked about in the 9 of Vessels here. 116. Void Moon, do nothing. As a very powerful being, you know that you're creating your reality with your thoughts and actions every day. Even so, drawing this card suggests that you need to do nothing for now. This is a time to tread water, so to speak. Allow at least 24 hours to pass before you take any further action. This isn't the time to set intentions, make wishes, or try to influence anyone. Now is the time to just be. Meditate, do yoga, take a walk in nature. There is a good chance that whatever you're worried about isn't going to manifest. It is said that whatever begins under the void of the course moon bears no fruit. So, drawing this card suggests any anxiety you have is unwarranted and will only cause you more issues. Yeah, that reminds me of the 7 of Pentacles, which is a harvest energy. And bears fruit. So Spirit is giving you some advice here that you need to take a break. You need to pause before you take any actions, because it is said that whatever begins under the void moon of the void of the course moon bears no fruit. So drawing this card suggests any anxiety you have is unwarranted and will only cause you more issues. However, if you're really hoping for something to happen, there's also a good chance it's not going to. At least, not yet. You need to be patient. This isn't a negative card per se, but it does suggest that no change is coming as of yet. So be patient. Things are changing. It's in your energy. A new beginning is in your energy. But Spirit wants you to be patient and do nothing. God is taking care of the rest. God is taking care of the rest. It says additional meanings. Worrying achieves nothing. There is nothing to worry about. The time for action has passed. Allow events to unfold in their own time, and nothing will come of this situation. Depending on whether you use the traditional or modern definition of the void course moon, it takes place either every couple of days or just a couple of times per year. Either way, it's a time to do nothing, as much as you possibly can. And in this card, it was talking about manifestation. Capricorn, you may be, I'm getting the feeling that the disappointment from whatever happened in your experience has put you in a place of wanting and desiring something more, which isn't bad. That's not a bad thing. But Spirit wants you to pause and not try to chase the next thing. Spirit wants you to sit and reflect on this. So it's a time to be alone, to be in a state of meditation, do yoga, focus on yourself right now. Otherwise, if you can't stand the silence and you are constantly chasing the next thing, Spirit is saying that's not going to go well for you. It says you need to be patient. Change is coming, but not yet. Not yet, Capricorn. Be patient. And yeah, this card talks about the law of attraction in it. The law of the manifestation. And then the next card we've got is the law of attraction, which is all about manifestation. I swear, I feel like Spirit is saying here that you have an innate ability to manifest things into your life. And Capricorn, I know you're a doer. You are very determined, a very determined soul. And when there's something that you want, Capricorn will get it. But Spirit is saying that's not this energy right now, and you need to be careful because it's possible you could manifest something that you don't want. It's important for you right now to slow it down and do nothing. Really think and process your emotions and your feelings at this time before trying to manifest something new in your experience. Let's read the Law of Attraction card. Moon Mastery. Number 78. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Trust yourself and your power to create. Work your magic. You have the mystical powers that you've used in the past and that you can call upon again now. This card calls you to work with the law of attraction. The more you believe in yourself and your power to create, the more you will see you are actually already doing that. So do it consciously. The intentions that you set for yourself have untold powers. We humans don't realize how powerful we are until we start to play with our magical energies. Embody your intentions now and work towards them in whatever practical way you can as you move in the direction of your goals. Start by becoming really clear about your desires. Once you have that clarity, write down your wishes at the next new moon. Doing that will galvanize your intentions and steer your next steps. Capricorn, I believe we have one final new moon. There's one final moon in Capricorn before the end of the year. I feel like Spirit is telling you right now to go introverted and quiet and slow down and really gather your thoughts. Really gather what it is you want. Be very specific. Write it down. And then think about it. Think about the details. Be very, very detailed in your visions within your mind. And this is how you're going to begin to manifest what it is you really want. But before you can do that, you're going to have to make peace with whatever is in this moment and whatever was. Just doing that will galvanize your intentions and steer you to your next steps. Visualizing your dreams will also help you achieve whatever you're aiming for right now. Feel your wishes as real and already come true. Feel it in your body. You can create your desired outcome. Additional meanings. You've made magic before, and you can make it again. Expecting the best will often attract it. Self-doubt stops manifestations. Distance yourself from naysayers. and speak your intentions into being. Women have used the moon to make magic for millennia. Now it seems maybe it's your turn. Remember, you can simply tap into your own magic at any time. Capricorn, this is looking amazing for you. This is looking so good for you. Things are, oh my gosh, things are about to change in your life. But you're going to just have to be patient. And I know that's hard for you, Capricorn. You're a doer. You're a doer. You're a doer and a thinker and a go-getter. Spirit wants you to take a break from that for a minute. Slow down. Take a break. Really think about things. Get very clear. Get very clear with what steps you want to take next and where you want your experience to go. Get very clear with that. You are a powerful manifester, Capricorn. All right, Spirit, can we get a few more cards for the sign of Capricorn, please? What else do we have for the Capricorn collective that this story belongs to? Let's get a few more cards for the Capricorn collective. Ooh, I just saw the Earth card. It almost flipped over in the deck. I just saw it. That's you, Capricorn. That's you. All right, one last shuffle. Okay, what else do we have for the Capricorn collective, please? What else do you have for Capricorn, Spirit? What else? What else do you have to tell them? Trust. That's what Spirit has to tell you. Trust. It's time for you to surrender, Capricorn. You might have been holding on tight to things for a really long time. With the Devil in reverse here, though, I feel that you are learning to trust. You are surrendering to this experience. I can feel it. But Spirit is telling you here that you need to focus on trusting the universe more, trusting God more, trusting the divine plan more, trusting in divine timing more. It's when you can learn to trust the universe and trust your experience and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, it is a complete state of serenity. It's peace. It's peace. It's a sense of surrender and relaxation. When I think about trusting the universe, it puts me in just a really peaceful and relaxed state. Spirit wants you to learn to trust in the process and trust in the flow of things. You have guides on your side and you have God on your side. I saw it in my meditation, Capricorn. What else? What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? What else out of this deck for Capricorn? What else do we have for Capricorn out of this deck? Whoa! 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 Look! I got tingles on the back of my head. There's Pluto. Death. Death and rebirth. Transformation and evolution. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Capricorn. You're experiencing a death in your life. A death of the old to make way for the new. And Spirit wants you to trust in this process. Trust in this process. What else do we have? Lucky and magic. You have access. Just like the law of attraction card said here, you are an extremely magical being. We all are. We all have powers that we don't fully understand or grasp. And part of those powers are the powers to manifest. We do. It's possible. We do it through our thoughts. We do it through how we think. Our thoughts have so much power and yield on our life experiences. How you think can change your entire experience, and there's magic in that. You are a magical being, and you've got God on your side, Capricorn. Spirit wants you to trust because you've got luck on your side. God is going to help pull you out of this situation. God is going to help pull you out of this rut. It's coming. Just trust. Trust in the divine. Trust that this death was exactly what you needed. It's not always what we want, but it's what we need. And it's hard to hear. I still have trouble figuring it out. I still have trouble acknowledging it and surrendering to it. But in the moment, I know I should, just trusting in the process. And it gets easier, Capricorn, it does. It does get easier. Even when you're in a shitty situation and you're like, nope, I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to trust that this is supposed to be happening. And then you start thinking, why is this happening? What's the lesson here? What is it I'm supposed to get out of this? What am I supposed to learn out of this? Let's read the magic card. Actually, let's read the trust card and then the magic card. And then we'll pull one final card and close the reading, Capricorn. Okay, 16. Trust. Step into the unknown. All may not be revealed at this time. Trust in unseen forces. Meditate on this to let go of all attachments or possibilities. Yeah, Capricorn, surrender the outcome. Free yourself from your dharma and increase your trust in your guides and the universe. The symbol in this card is inspired by the nothing in the movie, The Never-Ending Story. I love that movie. It's so good. Trust. It says in here, step into the unknown. And we've got the Fool card, which is all about stepping into the unknown and trusting the universe. It's a very optimistic perspective. And that's exactly where Spirit wants you to be at this moment. That's exactly where Spirit wants you to be. Okay, let's read the magic card. And then I want to get one final card for you. Okay, I love this card. It's one of my favorites in this deck. You are a magical being. It's time to stop hiding the awe-inspiring abilities that you have to connect to the divine. Drawing this pentacle invites you to connect with your personal magic on a deeper level at this time. Working with the phases of the moon. Again, with the phases of the moon, Capricorn. That's what the Law of Attraction card was talking about too, using the moon. For ritual, using the new moon to manifest what you want. And here it is, it's talking about it again, here in the magic card. You have one final moon this year, and I'm pretty sure it's a new moon. Feel like you should get things together before then and set up a ritual. Figure out what you want your future to look like. Think about what it is you want to manifest, Capricorn, because you are so powerful. You're a powerful manifester. Okay, it says, working with the phases of the moon in ritual and with herbs, candles, crystals, and spell work are some ways we can connect to our magic. that are some ways that we can connect our magic on the physical plane to the ethereal realms. Find what suits you best, with love and with harm to none. If you are inquiring about a relationship or situation, take heart. There is something quite special here. Proceed with curiosity and wonder as the situation begins to unfold in the most unique of ways. Meditate on the pentacle when you want to draw in the power of the elements to protect your energy and your sacred space. The symbol is the pentacle. This is a Wiccan symbol, amulet, and talisman, often symbolizing the element of earth. That's you, Capricorn. It is used for invocation and represents the ability to bring spirit to earth. Your guides are with you. They're helping you out of this situation. I saw the Sistine Chapel in my mind. I saw the painting of God. I feel like you don't even realize it, Capricorn. I feel like you don't even fully realize how much spirit is in your life and helping you behind the scenes. Okay, one final card for Capricorn. We're going to the Mushroom Oracle. I haven't used this deck in a while. All right, Spirit. Let's get one final card for Capricorn. Any final words of advice or wisdom for the Capricorn Collective? What else do we have for Capricorn, Spirit? Okay, one more shuffle. Last card for Capricorn, please, Spirit. What else? Farmer. Whoa, Capricorn. The last card is the Farmer. Look at this. It's a full circle. It's a full circle, Capricorn. A change is coming. A new chapter is coming. Look at this full circle. We started off your reading with the Seven of Pentacles, which is a farmer. And now we're ending your reading with the Farmer from another deck. That is a lot of manifestation power, Capricorn, and divine timing. A farmer knows that when they plant the seed will grow. They just don't know when. And it really depends on the environment and a lot of other things. Being a farmer, you have to trust. You have to trust that the crop will grow, and you bring it love and you water it and you tend to the garden, and eventually you will have a harvest. Spirit is saying here that you are about to harvest your emotions. You're about to harvest this situation. It's coming to an end. It's coming to a culmination. And you're about to have a brilliant, beautiful harvest. On this card, it says growth, sustenance, and patience. And remember, we got patience down here with do nothing and slow it down. Spirit is asking you to be patient and just trust right now. Just trust. Surrender. Try and keep yourself in a state of peace as much as you can. Get yourself a ritual together for the next new moon. Write down all it is that you want to manifest, but don't dwell on it, and don't be in a state of neediness. Like, don't let your happiness depend on it, but just be in a state of, if this happened, that would be awesome. If it didn't, then I trust that the universe knows what's best for me and will take me to exactly where I need to go. This is beautiful. Capricorn, it's been an absolute pleasure to read for you. I sincerely hope that you have a beautiful day or night out there wherever you are in the world, and I cannot wait to see you again in the next reading.